Right. Today we are going to discuss Grade 7 Science second term test paper. So let's start with part 1. Question number 1. What is the basic structural and functional unit of the life? So obviously that is cell. Right. So why is it called the basic structural unit? If we take a living body, it contains large number of small building units. Right? This basic building unit is called the cell. Cell is the structural unit of living organism. In plants, it is called plant cell. And in animals, it is called animal cell. The next one, functional unit. Right? Now, some of the organisms, they represent by single cells. Like amoeba, euglena, paramecium. Right? So they have a simple organization. The basic functional unit of organism is called the cell, right? Yes, so here the answer should be third answer. Question number 2. Select the correct order of the organizational levels of the living body. Right, cell is the basic structural and functional unit, right? So it starts with the cell. Then next one is when a group of cells get together and they organize for a specific function, it is called a tissue. The next one is tissue. Right? In our body, there are different types of tissues. What are the two features of a tissue? They contain same shaped cells or different shaped cells. Right? Now, if we take red blood cells, right? Blood tissue, the shape of the cell is biconvex, right? The shape of the cardiac muscle tissue is not biconvex, it is different, right? The next feature is they perform a common function, right? Then, next one is organ. After the tissue, organ. So, what is an organ? A collection of different tissues work together to perform a specific function or function. So, the next one is organ. Right? Then, next one, system. System means a group of organs that perform a special function or functions. Now, if we take human body, there are different types of systems, body systems. For example, digestive system, right? Then we have excretory system, respiratory system, blood circulatory system, skeletal system, nervous system, endocrine system, like that. If we take a plant body, it has shoot system, and under the ground it has root system. The last thing, after the system, the organism. Organism means all systems of the body join together and form the body of the organism. Right? So this is given in which answer? Cell, tissue. First one, no, we can't take that one. Cell, tissue, organ, system, organism. So the answer should be second answer. Question number 3, which is the plant tissue that transport food throughout the plant body? So in this lesson, you learn about two types of tissues that present in plant body. One is xylem, the other is phloem, right? Yes, what is xylem? Xylem tissue, it transports water and minerals, right? And phloem tissue, it is located outside the xylem tissue. It transports food in the plant body. Right? In addition to the xylem and phloem, there are many other tissues in the stem. So, the tissue which transport food throughout the plant body is phloem. For the third question, the answer should be second answer. Then question number 4, which is the organ that does not belong to the digestive system? Right? Yes. So, under the lesson called biological processes, you learn about two systems, body systems in human body, digestive system and respiratory system. Right. What are the organs that present in the digestive system? First, it starts with mouth cavity or oral cavity. Then it has salivary glands, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, large intestine, small intestine, rectum, appendix, anus. Those are the parts of the digestive system. Right? So here, pancreas, yes, esophagus, yes, large intestine. But larynx, it is not present in the digestive system. Where it present? It present in the respiratory system. So here the answer is fourth answer. Now next question number 5. Balsam plant was washed well and put in the vessel of red dye solution. Right? This activity is given in your textbook. Then the cross-section of the stem was observed after keeping the plant in solution for several hours. The tissue which is seen in red color should be, right? Balsam plant was washed well and put in the vessel of red dye solution. Then they have taken the cross-section of a stem and observed after keeping the plant in solution for several hours. They are asking what is the type of tissue which is seen in red color should be. So obviously that should be xylem, because xylem, right, through the roots of the balsam plant, it absorbs that red dye solution, right? That red dye solution it transport in the xylem tissue, because xylem tissue is the tissue which transport water and minerals in the plant body. So here the answer should be first answer. Question number 6. One of the gaseous pollutant that causes air pollution is, right, gaseous pollutant. So it should be in the gaseous state. Now if we take cement dust, lead particles, they are solid particles. So the answer should be second answer, carbon monoxide, CO. Question number 7. 4 capital English letters are placed in front of a plain mirror. Which letter appears as different from its real nature? Right, you know, when we keep a letter or something in front of a plain mirror, what happened? Lateral inversion happened. Now here if we look at A, T, O, nothing changed, the same. But here if we take P and if we keep it in front of a plain mirror, due to lateral inversion, it looks in this way. So the answer should be fourth answer. Next one, which optical instrument gives a real inverted image? Now if we take plain mirrors, it gives virtual image. What is meant by virtual image? Virtual image means the image, it cannot be taken onto a screen. Right? So we can't take plain mirror, plain glasses. Right? Then inverted, real inverted. The image come from a convex mirror is always upward. Right? So the answer is third answer, concave mirror. Right. Ninth question. A transverse section of a flower is given below. X denotes. So under the first lesson of grade 7, you learn different parts, right? You learn about diversity of roots, leaves, stem, right? Like that. And in the same lesson, you learn the main reproductive organ of a plant is the flower. And it has a male part and a female part, right? Now if we take a flower, right, a typical flower consists of 3 parts: sepals, petals, gynoecium and or androecium. Right? What are sepals? Right now, if we take a flower, like let's take a shoe flower, sepals are this like small green color, petals like structure that present, right? They are not petals, they are called sepals, green in color. So the main function of sepal is the protection of flower buds. Then petals, like now if we take a shoe flower, what is the color of petals? Normally it is red, right? There are different types of different colors of shoe flowers. If we take a red one, the petals are red in color, right? Normally petals are brightly colored, right? They attract insects for pollination, and also it protects the internal organs of a flower. But the flowers that blooms in night, right? If we take jasmine, right? Those kind of flowers, their petals are white in color, right? Because they bloom in the night to attract the insects, right? They are white in color. Then androecium. Androecium is the male part of a flower, right? Right. Yeah. So this is called anther, and this is the filament. Right? This androecium, it is consists of stamen. This is called stamen. The stamen, it has two parts, anther and filament. The function of the androecium is the production of pollen grains. Then the female part of the flower is called gynoecium, right? So they have given a picture of the gynoecium, right? Gynoecium also contain some parts, stigma, right? Something look like this. Right? So here this is called stigma. This is style, right? Ovary, and inside the ovary, ovules present, right? So ovules, they are present within the ovary. The function of this gynoecium is the production of seeds, right? Here letter X, it denotes what? Ovule. The answer should be fourth answer. Then the symbol given below is what? Now if we take a dry cell, right? This is not the symbol of a dry cell. It is something like this, right? So here this should be capacitor, right? Capacitor. Which is the substance that dissolve in water mostly? Now you know the substances based on the amount of the level of dissolution in water, we can classify them as soluble, right? Partially soluble and insoluble. Now they are asking mostly, that should be a soluble substance. Laundry blue powder, no, it is partially soluble. Sugar, turmeric powder, coconut oil. The answer should be sugar. Answer number 2. Right, we'll move on to question number 12. Given fruits and seeds are spread by. So in this lesson you learn 3 ways of dispersal of fruits and seeds. What are those 3 ways? Fruits and seeds which are adapted for what? Dispersed by wind. For example, cotton, vara, hora, gammaru. Then dispersed by water, arecanut, coconut, kotamba, diyakanduru, lotus. Dispersed by animals, right? Tomato, papu, chilies, castor, nagadarana. Now here in the first picture they have given a hora. Then cotton and gammaru. So they dispersed by wind. The answer should be second answer. Then question number 13. Select the instrument which is produce sound by vibrating membranes. In that lesson you learn, right, musical instrument can be grouped into 3, right, categories as based on the way how they produce sound. Now, normally sound is produced by a vibration, right? The first group is instruments which produce sound by vibrating membranes. Second group by vibrating strings, and third one is by vibrating air column. Right? Vibrating membranes, drum, tabla, gataberi. Now here flute, right? Trumpet, they produce sound by vibration of air column. Guitar, sitar, violin, they produce sound by vibration of strings. So the answer should be third answer. Then dichotomous plant is dicotyledonous, right? Dicotyledonous. Normally we can divide plants into two categories based on the number of cotyledons in their seeds, right? If there is on cotyledon means seed leaf. If there is only one, they are called monocotyledonous. If there are two leaves in the seed, it's called dicotyledonous, right? So, monocots, they have only one seed lobe, while dicots, they have two seed lobes. Monocots are not branched, dicots are branched. Then monocots have parallel venation in their leaves. Dicots have reticulate venation, right? Then monocots, they have the flowers of monocot plants, they have 3 petals or its multiples. But dicots, they have 4 or 5 petals or its multiples. And now if we take the root, in monocots, the root is a fibrous root system. But in dioicot plants, it is a taproot system. So here dicotyledonous plant is papaya, kitul, bamboo, cycas. What do you think? What do you think? Which one is a dicot plant? And yeah, that have the above features which I mentioned. Cycas, bamboo, kitul, or papaya? Papaya, right? Papaya. Which is the angle of two mirrors that should be kept to get 5 images, right? There is a simple equation that you can use to find the number of images formed. 360 degrees divided by the angle between the two mirrors, subtract 1. Now let's take 45. 360 degrees divided by 45 minus 1. So this equation is not given in your textbook, right? If you can't remember those values, right, then you can use this equation at the exam. So 360 divided by 45. What is the answer? You know, like when we divide 360 by 45, 8. 8 minus 1, that is 7. Right here, 7. Then if we take 60, 360 divided by 60, that is 6 minus 1, 5. Right? So the answer is 2. Then the sequence of elements aluminium and nickel which exist in Earth is, right? So now if we take the internal structure, it has 3 layers, right? Crust, mantle and core, right? Aluminium and nickel. Aluminium present in the crust and nickel present in the core. Answer should be first answer. The inner parts of the earth can be compared to the replica of a hard-boiled egg cut across from top to bottom. The egg yolk is compared to core, right? Core. Question number 18. The form of energy stored in a wound toy car is, right? In that lesson, you learn about different types of energies. Kinetic energy, potential energy, electrical energy, chemical energy, like that. Right? 18 question, right? The form of energy stored in a wound toy car, right? That is potential energy. Number 19. What is the layer of the atmosphere that occurs aurora borealis and aurora australis? right? You learn different like, atmosphere can be divided into different layers. So this aurora borealis and aurora australis, they appear in thermosphere. The next one, diaphragm of the light microscope, right? Helps to keep the slide on the stage, that is stage clips. Focus the light to the stage mirror. Change the distance, right? Change the distance between the slide and objective lens, that is not the diaphragm. Which answer number 4 controls the light obtained by the specimen, that is done by the diaphragm. So for the 20th question, the answer should be fourth answer. The diagram shows the low epidermal tissue of a plant leaf. Now here in this one you can see stomata, this bean-shaped structure, right? This is called stomata, right? Through the stomata, right, those carbon dioxide gas molecules, they enter into the plant leaf through the stomata, and oxygen that produced by photosynthesis and water during transpiration comes out through these stomata, and these are called guard cells, right? Guard cells. The other cells, right? This one is called epidermal cells, right? So here the answer should be first answer, low epidermal tissue of a plant leaf. Now if we take a plant leaf, normally these stomata, these guard cells, stomata, this opening, stomatal hole, is present in the lower epidermis. Question number 22, chemical energy to heat energy. The most appropriate answer for the above energy transformation is chemical energy is converted into heat energy. Burning candle, lighted electric torch, heated electric torch, bicycle, dynamo, right? In a candle, candle wax, no? So it is a chemical. When this chemical burns, when that thread present in the candle burns, what happens? This solid wax, it evaporates, right, and produce heat. So this chemical energy, conversion of chemical energy to heat energy, that energy transformation can be seen in when burning a candle. Lighted electric torch, what happened here? In the electric torch, electrical energy is converted into light energy. Heated electric iron, electrical energy is converted into heat. Bicycle dynamo, right? Bicycle dynamo, it is connected to a lamp, right? When we ride the bicycle, what happens? When we pedaling it, the wheel of the bicycle rotates and dynamo also rotates, and then the lamp, it will be lighted, produce light. So here the answer should be the first answer. What is the correct order of the cities which show the lower altitude and lower atmospheric pressure? A is the lower altitude. Lower atmospheric pressure is shows by Nuwara Eliya. Answer should be second answer. Then, which group of animals consist of any invertebrates? Invertebrates means animals that do not possess a vertebral column. The organisms who possess vertebral column are called vertebrates, right? Now, insects, right? Then we learn like coelentrates, annelids, right? Then arthropoda, reptilia comes under vertebrates, right? Mollusks, echinodermates, they all comes under invertebrates. Vertebrates, under vertebrates, fish, right? It's called piscals, fish. Then amphibians, like frogs, toads, then reptilians, right? Mammals and aves, that means birds, they have vertebral column. So they comes under the organisms who have vertebral, they comes under vertebrates. Now seagull, butterfly, frog. Seagull, it's a bird, so it's not an invertebrate. Prawn, tortoise means it's a reptile. So the answer should be fourth answer, leech, butterfly, snail. Question number 25, last question. Three statements of a light microscope are given below. A. The closest lens to the specimen is objective lens. Yes, it is given in the book also. Right? The body tube can be adjusted by cos adjustment. Right? You know, by using the cos adjustment knob, we can adjust the body tube to get a clear image of the specimen. That is also correct. Question number part C. Objective lens is made up of convex lens. You know, like there are three objective lenses, right? Low objective lens, mid power objective lens, high power objective lens. So they are made up of convex lenses. So all A, B, C statements are true. The answer is fourth answer. Right.